There was neither disappointment nor relief. I didn't pick up either of those emotions. The lads just said, yeah, it's a draw, right, okay. As a management team, I suppose we sat down and started doing a bit of thinking as to how we would manage the situation, but I don't think either of the emotions of disappointment or relief were palpable.
At the time when you're on the sideline, sometimes you're not aware whether it's a bad game, a middling game or a great game, and the reaction after the game and for kind of since the game from sports people and people who are into hurling and people who are not into hurling is that it was a fantastic game. And obviously we've had time to reflect, obviously with a view to improving, but also kind of you would have to accept that Kilkenny played some fantastic hurling on the day, as did Tipperary.
The pleasing aspects were the overall performance of the team was really good. We were very happy with the mental resolve they showed then when they went 3 or 4 points down, that they came back with points and they closed the gap. I think they showed good composure, things to work on. Obviously, any day that you concede 320 or 322 or whatever it was, you'd say we'll prefer if we didn't concede that much. We had goal chances that we didn't take as well. You'd like if you'd taken a few of those. But I think, it was a really good performance in many respects.
Once players get over the initial shock of not getting a result, it's like any block of training you would have had during the year. So if you played a Munster final, if you played a Leinster final, for a few days, kind of you're in a different space, and then you realise, well, we have an All-Ireland semi-final maybe on the horizon. So once players get over that initial disappointment, I think all players approach it in the same way in terms of recovery for the players and then get on with their training.
I think the biggest mistake you could make is to overanalyse the data from the first game. You could paralyse yourself with analysing stuff. I don't think you can actually go into the minutiae of it and say this is going to happen again. In fact, I'm pretty certain you can't. So it's more of an overall learning that you take from it and try and up the performance levels again the second day.
Players kind of in hurling come in and out of form a little bit. We're obviously looking at attitude, so it's mainly a mixture of hurling and attitude and form and that desire to really wanting to be on the team and putting your hand up to say I'm the man for the job. So that's the type of attitude we're looking for, and that's what's really important in the 3 weeks in the build-up to the final. It's the form of the players, but particularly their mental mindset and their attitude.
I think the players are in a very good place to give another excellent performance the next day, and then you just, to a large extent, these things then are in the lap of the gods. There's a randomness attached to hurling that it can be on luck. I think that 4-letter word plays a big part in it as well.